Yo, mute yourself, dude. The podcast already started. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. Uh, we actually have a special message from someone across the sea. Here we go.
Sometimes life can be what you don't want it to be. It can go either way, great or bad. But whatever that life's gonna be, the choice is yours to make. So make the right choices. Thank you.
As you heard there, guys, what a perfect message for the children of 2019.
Oh my!
Life is it isn't the best, but the choice is yours to make.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
That comes from the guest tonight, Mr. Squilliam himself. He wants to be called Squilliam. Then why'd you put it?
That was a story?
That's a story, yeah.
Holy fuck, William! What the hell are you thinking?
What a special guy. So quickly before we start this podcast, I'm going to quickly go over what we'll be talking about tonight. As you can see by the title, it's spoiler talk. We'll be talking about the new movie, Avengers Endgame. We'll be talking about Game of Thrones seasons. We'll be talking about other crap, whatever William wants to talk about. So it won't all be spoiler talk, but a lot of this will be. I'll also be talking about some of the new upcoming games and maybe some updates on our channel and an update on me that's going on. That will be taking up a lot of my time, so I'll be explaining what's going on with that. Anyway, let's hop into the podcast. So, today we're all playing different games. So, I'm playing Warband. Julian, what are you playing?
I'm playing Borderlands pre-sequel.
William, what are you playing? Oh god, that takes a lot of attention, man. You're
Concentration.
brave. You're brave, man. Um, but yeah, no. Tonight is just gonna be fuck. I thought I wouldn't get distracted by this game, but I kind of am. Um, so yeah, we're gonna start with what do you want to start with, guys? What do you guys want to talk about tonight first?
Well, I was thinking of Game of. Well, no. Should we go Endgame because it came out first?
Yeah, Endgame's a little bit older, so we could talk about Endgame. All right. Well, who wants to talk first about Endgame?
Well, let's all say our opinions straight ahead.
Endgame was kind of disappointing, but it was also pretty cool.
I had the same feeling. I felt like the beginning was very, very fucking long, but the end was the only like really, really good part.
And William? Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that Thanos was able to see through the past because of fucking Nebula, that was interesting. Um,
Eh,
that would make a huge tear in time, honestly. The fact that they were like going all about like time and shit and how time needed to make sense, it kind of didn't make sense in the end. But you know, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's why Spider-Man Far From Home is a thing, because the dude is from another like
Time.
planet Earth.
Well, no, yeah, he's
Whatever.
from a different part of the universe. Yeah, well, he's actually a villain. He is not a good guy.
Yeah, I know.
He's a bad guy from the comics, but they team up in this one. That actually looks really good. I'm pretty excited for that movie. Now that Spider-Man's
I
back.
always love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love Spider-Man too, and the new actor's like perfect for Spider-Man. He's young and he's got the humor. What is that,
I always
William?
felt the same.
What are you doing, William? Wait, do you have the sound of the game coming out of your TV? Just put it through your headset. Okay.
Okay.
Well, sorry. Back to this. So yeah, now we're gonna be doing these podcasts live because it's easier that way. My computer doesn't really work very well. Julian doesn't go on his computer that much either because it doesn't work very well. Um, So like this is the best way of doing it. So there is probably going to be a lot of mess ups with doing it live. Like as you can see, we get really confused and shit half the time. But it's honestly the only way we could really do it right now. Especially since we're all busy and shit. But yeah, back to Endgame. When fucking Hulk came in and he was like fucking Smart Hulk, I was really confused. I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, what? I didn't understand. I was like, why the fuck is Dr. Hulk here? And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
And the Hulk dad.
Yeah, that was fucking... Or, like, that part
cancer.
where the kids come in, and they're like, Hulk, hey, oh my god, Hulk, and I'm like, I'm Ant-Man. And their face, like, their bad
like,
acting fucking face.
Like, who the fuck is Ant-Man? And he's like, come take a picture with Ant-Man. He's like, they don't care about me, no. And he's like, take a picture with Ant-Man. Well, that's not how it is with Hulk. Hulk is just fucking Hulk, man. Plus, in Avengers, no one but Spider-Man and like no one really hides who they are. I don't remember. What did Iron Man hide his shit? I can't remember, man. I think he did for a while. No, he didn't.
But fuck,
because he was making shit for the army. He was just like, here, this is the new protection. Because he had the heart thing, so there was no way he could hide it. I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, no. Iron Man was... He was fucking lost. Oh, man. It's hard to play while talking.
Yeah,
well,
sorry. Endgame.
Well, fucking...
Again, spoilers. Fucking... I found the beginning really, really, really slow for me, personally, because, I don't know, man. It took a really, really long time just to, like, gather up everyone. And I know, like, you have to explain, like, what's been happening for the 5 years, but fuck, it was so long. And they're, like...
It was cool to see them go through the different movies, though.
Yeah, that was cool, I agree. But fuck, man, the first hour was just... Like...
Oh, and let's talk about that fucking Fork Night. That fucking Fork Night, bro.
Oh my god.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, shit.
Fortnite needs to die. Because Avengers and Fortnite have been fucking cooperating for a while now.
Yeah. That was pretty funny, though. I kind of laughed a lot.
He called me a dickwad. He's like, listen, I'm Thor, I'll come fucking punch your little bitch ass. But yeah. It was also cool to see Captain America whip out that fucking, the hammer, dude.
Hammer.
When he held, Holheim, is it Holheim? I forget the name of it, fuck.
It was so cool.
Yeah, it was. And then fucking, he grabs the axe and the hammer, and he's like, no, you take the little one, and fucking gives him back the hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It was pretty funny, but I don't know.
And then that fucking SJW part, dude, the feminist part with all the fucking girl Avengers just in a line, dude. I was like, oh my god, could they be any more obvious? Like, it would have been cool to see them doing their awesome parts, but when they made them all line up, just girls, I was like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that was like, what the fuck is this? It was like feminist complaints.
Yeah, seriously, it's so gay. It's so stupid.
And I was expecting it too. I was just waiting for it. And when the Captain Marvel was like, "Don't worry, I'm here," and then all the girls line up like, "Don't worry, don't worry,
dude,
don't worry."
She's too OP. Fuck her.
The most funniest thing I've laughed on the internet was you know, when they're like, "How are we gonna do this the second time? We already lost the first time. Now we're less." And then Captain Marvel's like, "Well, now you have me." And I know she destroyed the ship and everything, that's cool. But when she fought Thanos, she got fucking fucked. Like, intense.
They all got fucked, though, so.
I know, it's like, don't worry, you got me. Just
destroyed. She's doing like fucking little karate shit, just fucking holding his fucking It was so weird. It was just a weird fucking. So we say fucking.
Yeah.
Right?
Fucking's our main word, man.
Fucking.
Fucking.
For people watching
yeah.
my gameplay, I have a reason for doing this. Just don't worry. Yeah, sorry. Back to what you were saying.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think there's nothing more to say about Endgame. I thought that Captain America with the fucking hammer was sick.
Yeah.
Iron Man dying. That was. I mean, it was sad, but.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was meant to be. I mean, his time was done. It's better that they end Iron Man now when he's at his best than continue it and make him a shitty character, so.
Yeah, it's true. Plus, I like the part where he goes see Iron Man. Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange's like, I can't tell you anything, or else it's gonna change everything. And then when Iron Man's about to do it, you see Doctor Strange start to shake while looking at Iron Man. I was like, oh, this is about to happen. Like, it's sad. Well, yeah, he's holding fucking Infinity Stones. Well, I mean, he's just a human.
Yeah, dude, that was a shitty way to die. He was all fucked up. He had radiation all over him.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there, and then Spider-Man's like, we did it, Mr. Stark, and he's just dead. Like, he's already dead at that point. He was like, had his eyes open, but he was pretty much fucking dead. Alright, leveled up twice. Why did it lag? Ugh. It lagged, bro. It lagged.
But yeah, that's Avengers Endgame.
Well, there's still a lot more to talk about too. But we could stop talking about it.
Yeah, no, let's keep going. I just don't know what to talk about.
Sorry. Well, fucking.
Oh, the Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Yeah, I got that spoiled. I thought that was a fucking joke. But I got that spoiled on the internet. They were like, "Oh,
Same.
Black Widow fucking dies," and I'm like, "What? Shit." I told that to you too. I was like, "Black Widow dies," and I was like, "It's just a joke," and then she actually died, and I was like, "Oh shit." I didn't even watch it at that point. I just said it because I thought it was a joke. But yeah, dude. Speaking of fucking spoilers, what was funny was what was it? What? I didn't fucking know. Shit. Okay. So basically, what's funny? I lost my shot. Oh yeah, that guy. Remember the guy who does like the pranks in Walmart and all that shit?
Yeah.
Anyways, I could pull up his channel, but it'll take time. He pretty much said like, his prank was to go to like a movie theater and then like say something that wasn't true, like fucking Ant-Man went inside some Thanos' ass and blew up. And he goes out and he fucking does that, right? He goes and he's like, "Oh, dude, that was fucking crazy." He's in the lineup for tickets. He's like, "That's fucking crazy how fucking Ant-Man went up Thanos' ass and exploded." And then the fucking guy turned around. He was so fucking mad. He's like, "Fuck you, man." Like, he actually thought it was real. He thought it was fucking real. That
Ant-Man went up Thanos' ass. Fuck you, man.
Fuck you. I want to watch that. He's like, he just laughed really hard. Like, seriously, who the fuck would believe that? That was, dude, when fucking Sony was so mad too, they went on Twitter and they were like, "Can you fucking stop saying that Ant-Man went up Thanos' ass? It's not true. Now stop." They were like super mad.
Really?
Yeah, they got really fucking mad.
Oh my god, why? It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, people don't get memes. It's like the Doja Cat meme. Like that, she went fucking crazy, dude. And he made a diss track recently, and he was like, fucking, "You can't take a joke, you stupid bitch. When you get mad at it, it just makes my dick harder." That's pretty much what he said. So, like, he's awesome. I love London Yellow. Playing Minecraft, my fucking penis.
My fucking penis out. My mom walks in, I'm gonna punch her in the mouth.
And then, look, come on, Fat Thor, that was pretty fucked up, man. Like, why was there a Fat Thor?
I don't know, but a lot of people were pissed.
Yeah, I don't get being pissed, but it was just like, why? It was just like, why was he fat? Was that supposed to be a
'Cause it's
funny
been
joke?
depressed,
He's
man.
fat. Yeah, but like people think being fat is still funny. It's like not it's not that funny. No, but it's like fucking high school humor. Like, huh, you fat fuck, huh? You're fat. It's like it's not funny. It's just not funny. It's just boring. Oh yeah, I exaggerated.
You're fucking fat. You're
Fat
fucking
fuck.
fat.
You fat fuck. Go eat some fucking vegetables, man. Hey, Big Mac. Hey, Big Mac.
Oh my god, that's a story you have to tell, dude.
All right, well, I'll tell it now. Me, Julian. Who was it? It was a bunch of us.
It's all the kids basically. Me, William, Chris, and we were keeping the kids, which is like 6 other
Babysitting?
kids.
Yeah.
Yep. Babysitting, not keeping.
You're
and,
keeping kids? What the fuck? No.
Yeah. And we decided to go outside to the Pinar and get some Polar Pops, which I don't know if there's some at the America.
No.
Is it?
It's a Canadian thing.
Well, it's a Canadian thing where basically it's a fucking.
Oh yeah, it is
big
Circle K.
glass.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
So-
yeah, Polar Pop.
And we went to go get a Polar Pop, and we were going around and saw like 3 little fucking kids kept like falling around us and laughing. We wouldn't get it. Like, what the fuck was their problem? And then once they decided to get closer, and they're like, the first thing was like a Burger King reference. It was like,
No, they were making
hey,
fun of
hey.
Marie-Ève, weren't they?
No, it was you, man.
Mm. They're
I
like,
can't
you look like you
remember.
like Burger King, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I like Burger King, bitch. Yeah, I bet you like Big Macs. I'm like, yeah, I order that shit every time, motherfucker. What's wrong with that?
And then he was like, Big Mac and Big Mac, Big Mac.
I was like, okay. Like, I can't hit a kid, obviously, because I'm an adult, but, like, man, I wanted to punch that kid in the mouth just because he's a fucking retard, not because I was pissed off. I was like, can you fucking back up, dude? Like, he was on our ass the whole time on his little fucking BMX, fucking $20 BMX.
And with his 2 other friends, and every time we would turn their head, they would start fucking paddling so fast. Like,
Yeah. Like, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna fucking kill me.
that was pretty funny, though. It's like, hey, Big Mac! Big Mac! Are you gonna go to McDonald's and buy some... No, it was like, hey, Big Mac! Are you gonna go to Burger King, buy some Big Mac? I looked around like, wrong fucking fast food! So...
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
People are pretty fucking special. It's yourself a big whopper. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, you know what I realized, William? For half of the podcast, we're not going to hear you. Because
Why?
I realized this in a recording the other day. You don't have the setting on that lets you share your voice.
Oh, fuck, William.
William, turn on your voice now. No, turn it on now. Go to your settings. Hold share, go to broadcast settings, and then click audio. I have no fuck. Look, if I spend all year on this, I'm not gonna say anything in the podcast. You could figure it out. What? What? Settings?
What? What?
Hold, no, not fucking settings. No, you fucking retard. Hold the share button. The share button. You know, the one that you take pictures with? Alright. Have you done that? Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Sorry? Yeah. And then you do share audio or whatever. Yeah. What? Yeah, audio sharing settings. Holy shit, I'm lagging. Well then, I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. There should be one where it says enabled to, I don't.
Share voice. The share. Yeah, and in party. There's one for party too. Okay, well then, yeah, okay. Turn them on.
I'm gonna come over to this fucking room and beat him up. I swear.
He probably has it on. I don't know.
Wait,
So yeah, just back to the fucking. Last time we did a D&D session, which was pretty cool.
It did all the goods.
I'll wait till Julian's back. So yeah, last time we did a D&D session, I was just doing it randomly. I didn't have a book or anything. I didn't know how I did. Julian, how did I do?
Pretty good. It was actually really good.
So then I was thinking maybe of doing a separate series of just D&D shit. Because if it's not that fucking hard to do it over voice, then I'm pretty sure we could do it over fucking online somehow. We could figure it out, but it's not that hard.
Oh yeah, for sure. We all have computers. So.
And we could always just, like, meet up in person and do it that way. Not anytime soon, because I have a shit ton of stuff going on with me, which I'll talk about later, but yeah, no, it's, I don't know when we'll be able to do it, but I think doing a D&D thing would be fun. Even though it's cringe at some points. Like, I was rewatching it and I cringed a lot, but it's fine. It happens when you're role-playing. But yeah, no, it's, I guess we're done with the end game, so fuck end game. I'm not fuck end game. It was okay, but I have to say that, like, Infinity War felt like a lot more intense. Like, it was like, holy fuck.
Like a bunch of shit is happening. They're all like failing, and everyone's like one by one. They're like fuck, and having a big war.
Yeah.
And then like.
And then in this one, it was just a huge fetch quest, and then in the end they won. And it was cool to see the big battle, but it was just like, I don't know. Yeah, they put that little Easter eggs. It's not really Easter eggs; it's just the story. But yeah, no. Yeah, well, that's the one thing I loved about Marvel was the fact that they planned everything from the start, all of them in order. So let's get into some Game of Thrones shit, because now that we're talking about planning shit, I have a lot of bad shit to say, but also some good shit. A lot of the bad shit, especially after last night's episode, I slept on it and I thought about it a lot, and I watched a lot of reviews, and I read a lot online, and I did some thinking. It's probably one of the worst episodes ever. Now, it was cool, I'm not gonna lie. It was one of the most amazing shot episodes. Like, it looked fucking amazing. Like, it just was good.
CGI was really good, yeah.
But they took all the characters' stories from the beginning to later, from them changing, and just said, fuck that. Forget about everything we taught you. Forget that Cersei said in season fucking 4, I am the breaker of change, and I will never see your city in ash. What did she do? She turned their fucking city to ash. It's like they forgot that they wrote those parts, and it's fucking pissing me off, because the story is going to shit. Like, it makes no fucking sense at this point. They're just doing crazy shit to be crazy. There's, like, no reason for them to do the things that they're doing. It's still a cool show. Don't get me wrong. It's still fun to watch it happen. But it's just a fucking terrible fucking story at this point. It's because they ran out of George's actual story. Like, George didn't write the third book by now because, whatever reason. So if they still had his story, it'd be perfect. But things happen.
Yeah.
So wait, before we get into, I just wanted to say that in the beginning because I was thinking about that. Before we do that, let's go in order. All right, let's start episode 1 of season 8.
All right.
So
I heard you say that you liked it.
Episode 1, yes, I loved it because I felt in that episode you were really having all the characters come together. That was before we started to see how shitty the writing was.
Yeah.
Because the whole episode was just story. It was seeing all of them together. It didn't feel rushed. It felt like they all had their moments to do stuff. They all had their, like, this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm doing this, and Sam hears the truth, and Sam goes talk to John, and it just all was, it made sense because they were all in the same area. There was no skipping time, there was no rushing. So, what did you
First
think?
episode, I also loved it, but of course, me being a action-loving motherfucker, I was expecting a little. Well, no, actually, I did not expect action because it was the first episode, and every first episode of Game of Thrones, there's never really action. It's more like like bringing back everything, reminding you what happened and shit like that. And I still, again, loved it because same thing for Chris. Was like seeing everyone come back together and everything, and seeing how Sansa and Khaleesi, how does she feel
It's
about
not fucking
her?
Khaleesi. It's Daenerys. Khaleesi means queen.
Really?
Yes.
Whatever. I always call it Khaleesi.
I know, you're wrong.
Well, Daenerys, whatever. Seeing how they hate each other and how Jaime, realizing John's no, that was actually second episode. No, I don't know anymore. Anyways, just seeing everyone come back. It was a pretty good episode. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good. Now the thing about William is he joined fucking late. He joined really late. Like this is his first season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So what's your opinion, William?
All the characters you don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Jon
probably
Snow,
knew
that's
Jon
it.
Snow. Daenerys! She's not my queen anymore. Don't call her Khaleesi. Fuck her.
Seriously. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Cersei, yeah.
The bitch sister. Well, yeah, of course, but that's the point. Is they didn't give a fuck because she was stupid. Um, it was good. I think it was a pretty good stepping stone. The only part that was a little Hollywoody and kind of like terrible was the ending where Jamie just walks in and he's like, "Oh my God, that's Bran, the one who I crippled," and they just end it there. They don't really do
Yeah.
anything. They're just like, boom, and then they're like, "Watch next episode." Ha. It's like, why do you need to do that? Like, there's no fucking reason for that. You've never done that before. Um, and that's the problem with this season. Is it's so fucking rushed, man. Like they didn't take their time with it, and you can tell. Like, no, sorry, they took their time with filming it. You could see the quality, but the story they didn't take their time. So the first episode, you actually got story, which made me think, oh shit, this season's gonna be the best because you actually saw some impact of like the story and shit. Now into the second episode. So I'll let Julian start with the second episode.
Alright, just to make sure I'm on the right episode. Second episode is just right before, like, when everyone is preparing for...
Everyone's preparing and they're all talking about what they're going to be doing and yeah.
Again, me being a big action guy, I found it long because I was expecting just, like, a little bit of action. But, of course, still pretty cool seeing, like, realizing that people are starting to realize that, like, seeing Sam, when Daenerys is saying, like, yeah, I killed your whole family, basically, and Sam, like, sort of getting sad and, like, fuck, man, just, holy shit, that was, like, I don't know, man, I really like Sam, I don't know why, he's always been a character I really like, and seeing that happen to him, I was like, holy fuck, that's really hard.
Well, that was in episode 1.
No, that was 2.
That was 1, I thought.
No, it's 2. It's when he goes and tells... Oh no, it is 1.
It is 1.
Fuck, I'm getting mixed up, dude.
2 was like the whole battlements and, Sansa and and oh my god, you're making me say Khaleesi now. And Daenerys, um, they don't like each other, and you could see it a lot more in that episode. I think one of the best parts of that episode, and I'm gonna play the song because I just lost the battle, and it's a pretty good fucking song. But it's a beautiful song from that episode, and it really made you feel like this war was gonna be it was gonna be sad. It was gonna be life versus death, and they could all die. So this was their last night alive, and it was this song. Hold on.
Better get some rest. No.
No.
This song. It was his song. No.
Pray for a quick death.
Hold on. Here we go.
With her ghost, the one she had lost and the one
Oh,
she
yeah.
had found,
And it shows all the characters.
who had loved her the most, the ones who'd been gone for so very long. She couldn't remember their names. They spun
I lost
her
my war,
around
man.
on the damp old stone. Spun away all her sorrow and
Also, that episode was the episode where what's her name? Arya and Gendry fucked. Which you saw Arya only fuck to do it, like, because she thought she was gonna die the next day. So,
She almost did.
yeah, well, she should have. A lot of them should have died, but you know what that's called? It's called fucking plot armor.
Yeah.
I
know.
A lot of the characters really, it made no sense that they lived in that fight. In
Well,
that
let's talk
fight,
about episode 3 then.
No. We're not done. Hold on. Yeah, go for it. She is the girl that
She
killed
is.
Littlefinger. Okay.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Will.
So yeah, before we continue on to the next episode, do you guys know what that song was about? The Jenny of Oldstone?
It was about. You told me it was. The song was called Fire and something.
No, that's the name of the whole thing. No. Jenny of Oldstone is the story of a prince and a queen who wanted to marry against their dad's will. Essentially giving up the right to the throne, whatever bullshit. And the story ends with both the prince and the queen dying by the dragon summoning related to the fire of Summerhall. Anyway, it's a tragic story, and that's kind of what like showed, because they do show Daenerys and Jon together. It's supposed to be the story of them, and that's the part where it pisses me off too. Is like Jon's fucking. We'll get on to the next episode and I'll explain why I'm fucking pissed off at Jon's story. But here we'll hop into it. Episode 3, the big battle we've been waiting for fucking 8 seasons. 8 seasons. The first episode you saw the Night King. The first fucking episode you saw those fuckers. You saw them. They built this up from fucking episode 1, this big fucking crazy motherfucker, and they were always mysterious. They always had extra meanings. Like, back in season fucking, was it 1 or 2? I think it was 2 that they went across the wall. And they go, and the people are giving the White Walkers babies. Why are the White Walkers taking the babies and letting them live? If they were as crazy as they are in episode 3, wouldn't they have a reason for not killing those people? They seem more than just crazy monsters. But in episode 3... they come as they are, which is monsters. All they want to do is kill. They have no other reason of doing anything, which pissed me the fuck off.
Well, wasn't it because they wanted Night King wanted the knowledge of everything that Bran has?
He doesn't get the knowledge. He just wants to kill him. That's the only thing he was going to do, was kill him.
Because maybe he knew a secret about him. Like a big
Now,
secret.
why didn't they show that? Why didn't he explain it? There was no explanation. It was just, I need to kill Bran, and then he was going to kill Bran. That makes no sense. Night King's way fucking... They forgot about that motherfucker at this point. That's another part, is that every other fucking character was able to kill more characters than the Night King did. Like, the Night King, sure, he killed a whole fucking army, pretty much. Not him specifically, but his army of dead people. But important characters, other people have killed way fucking more.
True.
So,
Yeah.
and the other part that really pissed me off is we didn't get to see Jon do anything, which really irks me, because Jon's whole purpose of coming back was to was to protect the North, and also to prove that he was the prince who's he was the prince who's fucking promised, the one who walks through fire. So what should have happened was when that Night King came down with the fucking fire, or that dragon, at least the part where Arya's about to kill the White Walker, which we'll get into after, he fucking just stands there, and they didn't even burn him. The dragon could have burned him, and he would have survived, and you would have saw, oh my god, he really is the prince who's promised.
I think that's what's gonna happen in the next episode.
Yeah, me too. What I think about that episode overall was disappointing. Because all these episodes, all these seasons building up to it, and it ended in one episode. They didn't even get pushed to the south. They just stood in their little fucking castle. Let's be honest about that. Their little castle survived that whole attack. What the fuck?
It's a big well.
And you know what else pisses me off? Go back in the episode and watch. The ice dragon blows fucking walls over and everything. But that one piece of rock that Jon's under, the dragon can't break it? What the fuck? That makes no sense. No. He was breathing the same amount of fire. He was breaking walls with his fucking ice fire. And then all of a sudden when Jon gets behind a wall, he can't break the wall. That's fucking bullshit. It's just, this show is supposed to be realistic. And yes, there is magic, but it's realistic magic. And... It just sucks when shit like that happens. It really does. It was a good episode if I was looking at it from, like, dude, at the end of the day, it was a fucking amazing episode if you're watching it for fun. If you're watching it like, holy shit, this is a fucking good episode, this is TV. But if you're watching it like I am, who loves the world of Game of Thrones, who loves every little piece of lore, who wants to read the books, who knows pretty much everything from the books, all the extra characters that don't exist in the show, the magic that was supposed to be in the crypt, because there's a scene where they're in the crypt, and the magic that's in the book says that in the crypt they bury them with their swords. So if they were ever brought back to life from necromancy, they would fight for the good, not for the bad. Stuff like that you really want to see, and you love this world because of it, was just ripped away that episode. And that's what made me really, really fucking sad. And, at the end of the day, it was cool. And, sure, they can say, Arya was the one who killed them because, no one expected it. Sure, fine, whatever, cool, awesome. Yeah. But, like, it's like one of those, oh my god, wow, she actually did it. Everyone thought it was going to be Jon. I get that, but, like, I don't know. I feel like it was just, Hollywood, feminist shit at the end of the day. Like, it just felt very, very pushed. I don't know. It just felt very, it didn't feel right. It's like she's one of my favorite characters. I'm not gonna lie, I love fucking Arya. She's always been one of my top, like, she's probably my second favorite character. Um, and
First being Tyrion.
yeah, Tyrion, because he's just so fucking. Well, that's another thing I want to get into, but I'll get into that after because it's really in episode 5 that you see it. But yeah, no, it was just a disappointing episode. Uh, and when, dude, I'm not even ashamed to admit this. I did cry when Theon died because I really understood Theon's story. And they explain it more in the book than they do in the show. But the day that Robb Stark died, and he wasn't there to protect him, and he found out by that fucking crazy guy who made him call him Reek, his character wanted to kill himself. He wanted to die. He never wanted anything more than to die, because his brother was gone. Robb was dead forever, and he didn't protect him, and he failed him. And even though he was a slave to the Starks treated him like family, and the Starks were his only true family. And in the end, he proved that. He proved that by protecting Bran to the very fucking end. And he proved himself to Robb, and he died. So if there is, the heavens for them, Theon definitely went there. Because he proved himself in the end, especially as a fucking warrior. He killed like 200 of those motherfuckers by himself.
Not 200, but yeah, a fuckload.
Obviously not 200, but like insane amount. But like, holy shit, man. He's fucking crazy. But, and I've been hogging it, so it's your turn now, Julian.
Okay, so me, personally, I know Chris hated it, but I fucking loved it.
I don't hate
That's
it.
why
I loved it, but it was just, yeah.
The story, yeah, I understand that, and when you told me about the book thing, when they had, like, that magic sword, that would have been fucking awesome, to be honest. Like, to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And, but, yeah, I liked it, just that there's some shit that were pretty fucking stupid, like Daenerys sending her
oh shit,
her army to her, what's that army called again? Fucking the first army that went with the flaming swords.
Oh, the Drogo. Yeah, that was the dumbest strategies ever.
Like, who the fuck would do that? Let's be honest.
Yeah, that was the dumbest strategy.
Shit I've ever seen.
Who would send their cavalry straight on, especially against an enemy that they can't fully see? They would have used it as a flank to flank the whatever was coming, whether it was their cavalry or their archers or anything. They would have flanks in the hills, but no, they sent them all fucking head first. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you have no tactics?
Yeah, it was very fucking stupid.
You know what's proving? Listen, I don't hate women. And I'm not a sexist. But you know what that is proving by her doing those stupid fucking strategies? Is that women can't fight war. Like, back in the day, that's the truth. Men were leaders for a reason.
I feel like a lot of people are gonna be mad at me.
I don't care. It's the truth. It's history. Read the fucking book.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, William. You don't know shit about life. And Julian's just being fucking SJW right now.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get hated.
Dude, we have like 2 fans. No one's gonna hate us.
That's when we start growing, and then like...
Listen, I'm not a sexist. It's just the truth. It's just... Men back then had more education than women did. It's the truth. It's not even sexist. It's how it worked. The women were trained to fucking literally clean and fucking do house, like, wife shit. They were not fucking... Yes, the men were taught strategy. They were taught things like... It's not sexist. It's literally not. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why you guys are like, oh, I don't want to say it. It's the truth. It's not fucking sexist. Yeah, and it's not. If they feel that way, then they're fucking stupid. It's just the truth. I'm not gonna fucking lie. No, if you're stupid, then it's your fucking problem. That's the problem with our fucking... listen, that's the problem with our generation, is everybody can't take a fucking joke, and they overreact on fucking Twitter. Yeah. I forget that you guys are kids, so I understand why you're reacting this way, so... They are. Once you grow up and you realize how much of a waste of time being mad is. Listen, it's whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, I liked the episode pretty well, pretty nice. I liked the fighting was pretty nice. I was really shooked to see like the fucking walkers just like destroy everything in the front lines. I agree with Chris. Some way more characters should have died in that fight. I remember Sam. Sam should have died like 1,000 fucking times. I remember Sam being like on a bunch of fucking zombies, just stabbing a dead fucking zombie or walker, while there's like 20 more just coming from him. He's like,
well, that's the problem with like they just kept like showing like, oh, is he gonna die? Oh, he didn't die. Oh, is he gonna die? Oh, he didn't die. Is he gonna die? He didn't die. Like that's all they kept doing over and over again. I was like, fuck, man. Like it's not cool the 50th time you do it.
Yeah. But I liked the episode. I liked Theon was fucking amazing. Like just how you explained it. See him. Just one thing. I thought it was pretty fucking. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fucking stupid though that they made it that like they had bows in that area and like no fucking melee weapons. But that's just my opinion.
Well,
but yeah, see him fucking.
That's
fight
what
like
that's what their specialty was though. Was
yeah, I know.
They were only backup. They didn't think they would get that far. They would think that they would start crawling the walls or something and they'd be able to shoot from there. But they actually came too close. But that's why they had spears. So it did make sense.
Yeah. And it was cool to see him. And when he died, dude, holy fuck. Like, he was so...
Yeah, it was fucked up.
When he just ran, like, not crying, just screaming and, like, Bran saying, like, you were a good man. Like, oh...
And then fucking, dude, the scene with Sansa and Tyrion and the thing, I thought they were gonna, like, everyone thought that they were gonna kill themselves. They had, like, the sad music, and they were like, and I was like, are they gonna kill themselves? You know what's fucked up about that, though? Is later they revealed that there's deleted scenes from that. They were supposed to do some crazy shit, like fight. But they deleted the scenes, which sucks.
Why?
Because, you know, like I said, the season is super fucking rushed, so...
Well, yeah, I don't know what to say about... I just liked it. Point. It was... I fucking loved it. Yeah. There's some stupid things, but still, I loved it. William, what about you?
Well, let's be honest. If you were to watch Battle of the Bastards, you would realize how much better Battle of the Bastards was.
Yeah, Battle of the Bastards is actually pretty good.
It was better. Way better. Brand. Hey, Brand cereal? No, his name's Bran. B-R-A-N. Wait, no, you're talking about Theon. Bran can't fucking run. He's a fucking handicap. He gets up. I was faking the whole time, motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah. He died like a motherfucking man. Wait, that was pretty fucked up. Dude, I'm gonna admit it right now, I fucking laughed so hard when she... Dude, the noise she made, she was like... I was like,
when she got here, she was like, let's go, let's fight.
It was so quick, it was like, boom, and she was gone. No, she said,
Exactly.
Close the gates, close the gates. She got her ass kicked, but then she fucking wrecked the giant. You know which giant that was, right? The one from Battle of the Bastards.
Oh, yeah.
He had one eye left, and she stabbed the other eye. Poor fucking giant, man. He died by getting stabbed in the eye, and then he died again by getting stabbed in the eye.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, I wish I was like you, where I kind of just came in and I didn't watch the whole story, and I would have been like, oh my god, that was so cool. But, like, I don't know. If you watch the whole story, you kind of realize why people are mad.
Yeah. Well, dude, I don't know. I personally, I liked it that Arya killed the the fuck. I can't speak.
The
The
the the the the
the the Night
the
King.
the Night
Because
King.
there's one thing though, I would have loved to see Jon Snow 1v1 him, but instead the Night King went bitch mode and fucking
And
blazed
fucking
everyone.
summon half the world to help him. Like a little
Yeah,
bitch.
but I I gotta agree when Arya killed the Night King, I fucking jumped so high. You can ask
Whoa!
William. I was like, holy fucking shit! Holy shit!
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, in one episode. In one episode, the guy that we watched in season 1 is dead. The one that we've been scared to see this whole time just died in one episode. That's pretty
Well,
fucking
Cersei
sad.
died in one episode too.
Yeah, that's also pretty fucking sad.
Everyone died in one fucking episode.
It's bullshit. And next person that dies is fucking Daenerys.
Yeah.
She
That
fucking
okay?
dead.
Well, we're done with fucking episode 3.
Alright, episode 4 is a filler episode, so we don't have to talk about it much. Pretty much, it's the aftermath. Oh shit, this happened. Then they have a big party, and that's where the meme of the Starbucks cup comes in, because some fucking idiot forgot to throw out their Starbucks cup. Another reason why I hate Daenerys, because she fucking drinks Starbucks. But no, seriously, she fucking left her Starbucks on the fucking thing, and you can actually see it in Game of Thrones. So,
Yep.
that was pretty funny. Other than that, like, the episode's just filler. Like, it's everyone getting ready to do what they want, and, you know, what's her face? Like, oh, we should let the people rest, which makes fucking sense, and the stupid fucking bitch with the dragons is like, no, I have dragons, we can do this. And, and they go, and here's the part that makes me fucking laugh like really fucking hard, because it'll become apparent in episode 5. In episode 4, her fucking dragon dies. She somehow doesn't see like 7 ships aiming right at her. Somehow doesn't see
Actually,
that.
like 25.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
But like, anyway, she essentially doesn't see that, and her dragon gets murdered. Another dragon dead. Oh my god, big surprise. Missandei gets captured, and in the end, she gets killed. Another person dead. And you could see her face. Oh, she's becoming the Mad Queen. Ooh, shit like that. But like, I don't know. It was just such a bullshit thing, and that'll become again more apparent when we talk about episode 5. But yeah, no, Missandei gets her head cut off, and you know Tyrion tells her, goes up to Cersei, and he's like, you know, you could live for your baby, and she's like, fuck you. And then we get into episode 5, and so episode 5 is literally everybody shows up. It starts with, you know, the Mad Queen being alone in her room. She doesn't want to eat. And I don't know if you caught this, Julian. You probably didn't. But I realized this after the episode as well. In the beginning, Varys, the assassin guy, who's bald and has no penis,
Yeah.
he essentially told that little girl, and she was afraid for a reason. No, what? Why? Did I say that?
Yeah.
I said his ball has no penis? No, I said he's bald and he has no penis. Yeah, it's true. Anyway, back to the fucking thing. he was sending the girl to poison her. Because
Yeah, no.
because she was like, I'm scared or whatever, and they're watching me, and he's like, she hasn't been eating. It's fine. We'll try again at supper. So I was like, oh shit, yeah. He was trying to poison her the whole time. So there was that. Then you have. What happens after that? Oh yeah, then they, she's like, someone's betrayed me when Tyrion comes in, and at that point I thought Tyrion was gonna die because it's super fucking sketchy, and she looks like she's gonna fucking kill Tyrion, and she's like, someone betrayed me. It was Jon, and Varys already knows, right? And at that point Tyrion already knows, and this is the part that really kind of pisses me off, is the fact that after everything Varys did to Tyrion, and Tyrion's a smart-ass guy, after everything that Varys has done for him, saved his life, got him out of King's Landing when he was going to die for killing his dad, all this other shit, he fucking told Daenerys it was Varys. Varys was challenging her. That's fucked up. And then, they chained Varys up, and I called it right away. I was like, she's going to fucking burn him. And she did.
Yeah.
She fucking called that dragon out and burnt him right in front of everybody. Right then, everybody should have been... Every character who had a fucking brain should have been like, alright, listen, she's crazy. Let's not fucking do this.
Yeah. That was the first part. And then... War happens.
Well, no, it's not just war.
Dragon.
The preparation happens. And for some reason, some fucking reason, Jon and Daenerys have more army than they ever had, which makes no sense since they all died in episode fucking 3. They have like maybe 10% left, but in that episode they had like 40% of their armies left, which is like way too much. That'll also come back after because they get even bigger when they go inside the city. But anyways, they're preparing for siege. And here's what I was talking about. In the last episode, the dragon died. One of the dragons died from only 25 ships. This time, the dragon got completely buffed, and the fucking scorpions got nerfed. It was like fucking League, my guy. Motherfucking dragons got nerfed to shit, and the scorpions got nerfed to shit, and the dragon got fucking buffed. And holy shit, the dragon killed everything. Everything. They killed all the scorpions. All of them. There was 100 ships aiming at that dragon. No one could have shot it. What?
Well, yeah, that's what...
Even if there was 100 of them to reload, one of them could have got another shot when her back was facing to the other ships. It makes no sense. It was one dragon versus 100 ships. There is no way in fucking hell that you can explain to me that that's legit. There's no way. Yes, in the beginning, yes, her taking out those 3 ships in the beginning, yeah, that was strategic. She used the sun to block her. Yep, that's 100%. But then she killed all the other ones when the sun wasn't blocking her anymore. There were people on the wall with scorpions. They could have been shooting her.
Oh no, they're actually really far. Like, really, really far.
Yeah, and when she was getting closer, they didn't even fucking shoot her. She dodged everyone like a fucking ninja again. I didn't know that I was watching the fucking Matrix. I thought I was watching fucking Game of Thrones, man.
That I agree. That's true.
But yeah, anyway, they storm the city. They get in. And one of the things Tyrion says is when they ring the bells, they stop. So they go in and they kill the first... Well, they don't even go in at first. The dragon comes by and kills all the fucking Golden Company. They're all dead. They all charge and kill, like, the last, 10 people who are still alive. And then they break through the first wall, and the dragon goes off burning other shit. And, what's his face? Jon and all them go in, and they go in front of the Lannisters. And the Lannisters, they all look at them, and they fucking drop their sword. They're like, there's no way we'll win. It's over. So, they fucking give up, right? And they're all surrendering. And it's over. It's over at this point. And, of course, something happens. What do you think happens?
Wait, before going there, there's that big moment of silence and going everywhere, where everyone is just like, all the citizens are like just panicking and wants to get in, and then Jaime gets the bell and fucking rings it. Fucking rings it. And then it goes to this big silent moment where Tyrion is
Tyrion.
like super happy because he's like, yeah, Tyrion is super happy
Tyrion.
because he's like, hey, we like we did it. Ring the bell. The citizens are fine. It's gonna go super well. Then it goes straight to Daenerys, and she's going, Mad Queen, and
She's got that stupid fucking
she goes,
face. Man, like, what the fuck? There was no
and then
reason.
yeah, no, and then she just started flying. I was like, oh, maybe she's just going for Cersei. Nope, burns the
what she
whole
should have did.
fucking village down. Just burns the whole fucking thing down.
First of all, she starts flying towards the Red Keep, so you're like, oh, okay, she's just gonna go kill Cersei. But no, then she
Yeah.
swoops down, and they zoom in on all the villagers, and you're like, nah, she's not gonna do that. And she fucking starts killing kids, and women, and men. Doesn't matter. She kills all of them. All of them are dying. And here's the other part that pisses me the fuck off. As soon as they see this, the army, the people who don't need to be doing this shit, shouldn't be following their Mad Queen. They go, fuck it, and they start murdering all the innocent Lannisters.
Even Jon Snow.
He looked and he was like, fuck no. And he pushed his men back. He's like, you fucking stop. And he would have stopped them, but then a Lannister charged him and he had no choice, so he swung a sword.
Yeah.
And they keep advancing, and you're just seeing them kill all these innocent people, more and more and more, and when they're just dying and dying and dying. And it's zooming in on all these poor people fucking dying, and, like, it's bad. And at this point, you get really far, and there's this little area with a bunch of poor people and just kids and women, and they're, like, fucking cutting their necks open, they're trying to rape them, and that's when Jon's like, okay, I had enough. Puts one of his men against the wall, and fucking, he gives him a chance. He's like, if you do it, I'll fucking stab. The guy moves, and he stabs him right in the stomach. Which is, right there, that was a good move for Jon. If Jon didn't do that, I would have been pissed off.
Yeah.
But, like, the whole thing was so pointless. Like, why? Why did she do it? Like, there's no reason. Like, Mad Queen or not, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And, like...
Seriously. Well, apparently, what the Game of Thrones said is, you know that banging, like when the bells were ringing, and she was going straight to people would say Mad Queen. She's, the reason why, it's not because she's freaking the fuck out. It's just like apparently it's because she was realizing, like, remembering all the shit that like the Lannisters did and everything to their family.
Yeah, which I
She just went
understand.
mad.
But she could have just killed the Lannisters.
Yeah.
She could have went and killed every Lannister cousin, every Lannister dad, everything. But no, she killed innocent people. And she said in fucking season 5 or whatever, whenever she finally came to the fucking north, to the north, she said, I give you all a chance to survive now. I am not like Cersei. I do not plan to rule a city of ash. What does she do? She makes a fucking city of ash. She doesn't even have a throne to sit on anymore. That shit's broken, my guy. She
Well, that's the
literally
vision
fucked
that she
everything.
got.
Yeah, but that's
Remember the vision that she got?
no, that was snow. I went back and looked at it. Everyone knew it was ash. No, it wasn't. Go look back. There was icicles and it was fucking snow. So that's wrong. It was supposed to be. Honestly, what I think's gonna happen, because that was actually a part of the book that scene was from. That was when they were actually writing the story from the book. That, I believe, in the book is gonna mean that the White Walkers push them back to the south and destroy them there, because that's what should have happened. Look, George already said the ending of the show is nothing like the fucking ending of the book. It's never gonna be the same. And George doesn't even talk about the show anymore. He gave up on the show. He doesn't give a fuck about the show. It's a completely different fucking story, which is okay, but if the story was good, then I wouldn't care, but the story isn't fucking good. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible. If you really think about it, ooh, we killed him, it's done. No, we killed him, it's done. Oh, we died. Oh, we dead. Like, there used to be reason for people dying. It's fucking dumb. It's there's a perfect meme that you can go find on Twitter, on Instagram, and everything. It's a picture of a horse, and it's season 1 to 4 is like the good picture of the horse, and then season 5 to 6 is like a okay horse, and then a fucking 7 and 8, it just looks like a fucking 2-year-old drew the horse. It just looks so bad. It looks like a retard drew the horse.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, showing the writing of Game of Thrones. And like the other thing that pissed me off in that episode was Jamie's death, because I fucking love Jamie's character so much at the beginning of
Yeah.
season 8, because you saw him change as a man. He became, a man who was able to fight with one hand. He gave up Cersei. He was, being a knight for once, protecting people, and he saw that he was a piece of shit. And then, you know what? No, I love Cersei. And I thought when he said that in the last episode, when he was like, no, you know what I would have done for Cersei is this, that, I thought she was lying so Brienne wouldn't follow him. But no, turns out he was actually talking the truth. He actually does love Cersei, and that was so fucking stupid. He died for her, in her arms, which was sad. It was fucking sad. It wasn't even satisfying or like, damn. It was just like, wow, that was fucked up, man. It's just like, that's how it ended. They're not coming back. They're fucking dead. Like.
Also, another thing about episode 5, the fight between the brothers.
Oh yes, yeah. No, that was amazing. What are you talking about, William?
Yeah,
Fucking
that's what I'm saying. It was awesome.
the fucking Clegane Bowl. I've been waiting for that, dude. And I thought he was gonna crush his eyes, my guy.
Yeah,
Plus-
same. It's like, how?
Dude, that scene where they're on the stairs and he looks up and you see that fire, I knew that fight was gonna be amazing. Like just how that picture looked, it was just so amazing. And then they get into it, boom, 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 and he's like, "Why won't you fucking die?" And he stabs him like everywhere, and
In
he
the
starts
eye.
laughing, and he's like, in the end, he knew he couldn't kill him, and then he started crushing his eyes, and then finally stabbed him in the head, and he still didn't fucking die, and he was like, "Well, there's only one way I can kill you," and he faced his fear, grabbed him, and jumped into the fight like a god. He
Like,
died
I
like a
fucking
god.
love that fight. I've been waiting forever.
I'll miss
Holy
him though.
shit.
He's such a good character, the Hound. What was that? Breaks his fucking head.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. That was
He's like, I
fucking
order you to
hilarious.
stand by me, and then he goes in front and he's like, yeah, he just all he says is, you listen to your queen, you have to open, and then he grabs him and fucking whips him, and his head just explodes. He doesn't even get a chance. His head just.
No, on the head.
Someone just shit their pants.
That was fucking hilarious, but the fight was amazing, dude. Like, seeing
was.
that, the Hound? Is
That
his
was
name?
like the one of the only good parts of that episode.
Yeah. Also seeing Jon Snow and Tyrion realizing, like, how fucked.
Yeah, you saw Tyrion's face, dude. Next episode, he's gonna fucking. I already know what happens next episode.
This is what we're calling. Well, we're gonna see. We think that maybe
Jon is
Daenerys
gonna
is
kill Daenerys, I think.
Well, actually, people are saying Arya.
Arya, yeah, but listen. I think she's gonna try to kill Jon because she's crazy.
Yeah.
She's gonna try to burn Jon, and both me and Jillian agree that he's gonna come out of the fire because he is the prince who's promised, and fire cannot kill him. And we've been waiting for that scene, for him to go in the fire and come out unscathed. So hopefully that happens. Tyrion is gonna say "fuck you" to her face, and hopefully he doesn't die, but he might die because I know he has nothing to live for at this point. He's literally just gonna go "fuck you" straight to her face. He's not even gonna say anything other than just "fuck you." He's gonna throw his pin on the ground. He's going to say like, I'm not the right hand to you anymore. I follow Jon. We're just gonna piss her off, and she's probably gonna go try to kill Jon. Now, whether Jon kills her or Arya, it's one of the two. But she's dying for sure next episode, 100%. I put $1 million that she dies next episode. Seriously. No, how about this $20, Will? If she dies next episode. Yeah, because you know you're gonna lose.
No. But yeah. Holy shit, we talked a lot about fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because it's like the best show on TV, but it's not as good as it
Yeah.
used to be.
I'm agreeing with Chris. It's sort of getting disappointing.
It's
Oh,
good for TV. Like, it's
yeah.
cool to watch, but it's not good story anymore. But yeah. Pretty much. If they didn't rush their fucking season, it would be better. If they had more time. That's the thing. They couldn't let John pet the dog, man. Fuck that. That ruined the whole season.
Yeah, that pissed me off, actually.
Fucking ruined the whole season right there.
We never saw him fucking fight. I just wanted to see Snow fight. It's been so long.
And we didn't see Arya's dog come back, dude. Arya's dog was gonna come back and bring a huge fucking wolf pack.
That'd be cool.
Can you not? This fucking guy keeps stabbing me. But yeah, no, it's oh my god. Does he have metal in his head? Anyway, let's talk about some other shit, I guess. I can't talk about Days Gone because you haven't played like any of it.
William, did you have a subject?
Did he? I didn't think he did.
Well, man, you have to have...
No. 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 Oh, I've been playing the fuck out of Yakuza. That shit's awesome. Yakuza Japanese games are just the best, and fuck you if you don't think so. Persona's amazing. Yakuza's amazing. Dragon Quest is amazing. Let me think of some other Japanese games that are fucking. Well, I mean, Last Guardian's story was amazing. Shadow of the Colossus is amazing. I mean, goddamn, you like Mario, you like Japanese games, because Mario's a motherfucking Japanese boy. Yeah,
I was about to say
everything
Italian.
owned by
Good thing I
Sega,
didn't say it.
Kiwami, like Metal Gear Solid is also Japanese. Like, there's so many amazing
Really?
Japanese. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid is made by fucking Kiwami, dude.
Holy shit.
No, not Kiwami. Yeah, Kiwami. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, we're playing on a fucking Japanese system right now, so I got kicked from the server. I fucking killed too many people. But like, I don't know, man. Japanese games are awesome. Like, if I could live in Japan and understand their language, I'd be in heaven, because their fucking culture is so amazing. Like, they're a community. They care about each other. They're not gonna make fun of how you look. They're gonna, like, they take care of their streets. There's no garbage in the streets. Like, it's just
Well, I mean,
a beautiful place.
There's always gonna be someone that's gonna judge you by your looks.
Yeah, but they're no one's a dick there. No one's gonna be like, "Oh, you fucking fat American." Like, no, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna they're like, "Oh, hello, welcome to our country. Like, have fun. Like, just do what you want to do. As long as you don't be an asshole to them, then they won't be an asshole to you." You know what's fucking crazy though? Yakuza are real. So the Yakuza isn't like a specific thing. It's kind of like Mafia. Yakuza is pretty much Japanese Mafia, so it doesn't mean like this group is called the Yakuza. It's just Yakuza is a general thing. So there's like the Tojo family and the Dogma family and all that shit. You pretty much understand. There are different families in Yakuza. But the thing about Yakuza is, like, it's like a business there. They literally have big buildings that say Yakuza. Like, they don't hide that they're there. They're allowed to be there. They're allowed to do their shit because you can't really... Not everything they do is illegal. A lot of the shit they do is illegal, but you can't really just go in and be like, "You're under arrest," without a fucking reason. And they have really good ways of getting away with everything they do. So, the Yakuza have rules, though. The Yakuza pretty much... anyone who goes to the city, they cannot hurt tourists. They cannot hurt tourists at all. So if you go to their city and you, like, fuck with a Yakuza or something, just don't be disrespectful, because they'll probably punch you in the face. But, like, they cannot kill you. They will not kill you. You are a tourist. You are coming to Japan to make money, and by making money, they get money. Or, sorry, you're going there with money. They make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't bully tourists either. They are allowed to bully civilians of their own people. So locals, they're allowed to bully them. They shouldn't. Who the fuck is breathing like a goddamn like they're dying? Julian, are you like? Julian's like. Taco Bell.
Oh,
So,
McDonald's.
no, but like there are rules anyways. They can't hurt tourists. They're not allowed to kill, and they're not allowed to steal. They're not allowed to steal. So they do have rules. Okay, well, the thing about leaving Yakuza is you don't really get to leave the Yakuza, but if you do somehow leave the Yakuza, you have to give them something in return, and usually that means your pinky. It also
That's
happens if you fuck up, like if you do something really bad, like you betray your brother, or you don't give the boss the money, or you just do something that the boss does not like at all, you can get your pinky taken away too, and they can torture you. And the Yakuza have the most creative ways of torturing people. And when they torture you in the worst ways possible, but they keep you alive as long as they can. So, they'll fucking...
I'll fuck with them.
It fucking sucks. Yeah, no, they... In the story of Yakuza, a bit of spoiler here to anybody who doesn't want to hear Yakuza 0 spoilers, just skip
Spoiler.
ahead a bit, like skip probably 2-3 minutes, because those will probably be 2-3 minutes. But there's a character called Majima, fuck, what's his last name? Goru. Goru, which is the second main character. The main character is Kiru, but the second one, he's really cool because later in the game you don't get to play as him, like in Kiwami and shit. He's just a character in Zero. He's one of the main characters. He was you first see him as this like really cool guy, like he's running this big business, and a customer's pissing him off, and he slaps a girl in his club. He's like, you cannot hit girls, even though you're a customer, you can't do that, you'll have to leave. And he's like, what the fuck are you gonna do, big guy? How are you gonna hit me? He's like, I don't hit customers, sorry, that's the one rule we do here. And the guy just tries to hit him over and over, and he's just dodging. He's like, sorry sir, can I get you a towel, sir? And he just literally beats him by not beating him, you know what I mean? Like, he's just so fucking cool. And anyway, you go through his story and you learn like why he's working for this club, and the reason why is because him and his brother were supposed to go rob a place or whatever, and he failed to do it, and so his brother died, and he got in a lot of shit with the Yakuza, and they tortured him. They tortured him for like a year straight in the basement. They tortured him and they cut his eye out, and like they literally ripped his eye out. And that's why he has an eye patch.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's fucked up. They ripped his eye out. And for his punishment now, he lives in the most popular city, and he runs the most popular bar ever. He has to become the perfect person, or he dies. So he literally becomes the most perfect person, and he's like stuck in this city for all of his life. And later in the story, I'm not going to get into that because they're huge spoilers, but something happens, and you understand, like, this is the story before Yakuza starts. It's the story before Yakuza 1. But like, his story was so fucked up. Like, literally, he was a Yakuza, but he fucked up once, and they ripped his eyeball out and tortured him for a year. Like, whew.
Yeah, that does sound fucked up.
Yeah. And then, that honestly, ask anybody, and even if you go look at the reviews right now, they're like 9 out of 10 and shit. That game is amazing for one reason, and this is the reason why Julian will never play it. It's the best story I've played ever in a long fucking time. Really good story, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it gets really slow for me too. Because you'll be doing like huge fights, and oh my god, the fighting is amazing. Anybody who's played Yakuza knows the fighting is the best. But you'll be fighting for like 30 minutes, and then the next thing you know, you're watching 2 hours of cutscenes and reading. And you can only read because the game's in Japanese. So, it's one of those games where not everybody's going to like it. But, I mean, come on. A game where you get to sing karaoke, dance disco, fucking, help kids get toys out of the vending machine, and then turn into a dangerous Yakuza killing people, beating the shit out of people. Like, that's just crazy, dude. 1 minute you're just some funny guy singing in a disco, getting drunk. Next minute you're fucking killing people. So it's cool. It's really cool. Any games you're playing recently, Julian, that you're really liking besides Fortnite?
Borderlands 2.
No, you're only playing it now. I forced you to buy that game.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I needed to. You needed to fucking play a co-op game with me for once.
Yeah, but I am enjoying Borderlands 2
because it's a
and
good game.
Days Gone. I just have to give it a good 2 or 3 hours, and I'll probably get into it.
Yeah, the thing about Days Gone is it's kind of slow to start. It picks up in the middle, but then I'm telling you right now, later on it gets even slower. I've taken a break from Days Gone for a week now because the part that I'm at is so fucking boring.
What is it? Oh fuck! Never mind. Don't.
Yeah, it's a big spoiler. All I gotta say, this isn't really a big spoiler, is you join an army, and then it gets really fucking boring. So. It's like, it's just, and, the only reason why that game, well, the game's really good. The story gets good at some points, and the combat's fun, and, like, the main reason why that game's fucking amazing is all the zombies, dude. Like, the zombies, seeing all the zombies chase you, oh my god, insane.
Freakers, Chris, it's freakers.
Freakers. Yeah, whatever. I want
That's
a really
what you told
good,
me the first time.
I know, I want a really good co-op open-world zombie survival game.
That'd be sick.
Like, State of Decay 2 looked almost amazing for that, but then it became shit, so.
Get the fuck out! Just close the door. Charlotte!
Welcome to the part of the podcast where little kids come and ruin it.
Holy fuck.
Welcome to their house. What? Undergrounded orangutan? Why'd she do that voice, man? 15 minutes until it has chocolate in my mouth. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know what's funny is you haven't fucking played any more Horizon Zero Dawn, William. How far did you get?
You're almost finished that game, weren't you?
Why? You don't need PlayStation Plus. No, you don't. It's a single-player game. What are you talking about? You have the full
Still
game.
have the game.
William.
I gotta go piss.
Oh my god. Because, William, it's a game that you have forever. The broadcast? The broadcast? Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast where we talk about bro shit, nigga, boy. Yabba dabba doo, your mom's a fucking hoo hoo hoo. I don't know. I was gonna say that, but that's fucked up, man. You're racist for saying that. Yeah, you are. I wish I could switch games, but I started the podcast on this game. Boy! You best get your gingerbread looking ass out the fucking door. Where's Julian? Is he taking a poo-poo? He's taking a shit. What? Shit. I kind of want to do a D&D game. What time is it now? 7:45? We have time to start a D&D adventure. Alright. Now we have to ask Julian if he wants to be DM or not. Hey, Julian.
Hello?
Hey, do you want to do a Dungeons and Dragons thing?
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, so do you want to DM or do you want me to DM or what?
You DM. I want to show William how,
Shit.
your talents
Shit,
are fucking
man.
awesome.
Alright, so we're doing a whole new story.
No, we can continue with what you did.
You know,
William's a dwarf, so...
No. We'll change it. We'll do a different one.
All right.
Thing is that night I was like super in the mood to do it. Now I'm not so much in the mood. Okay, well we're gonna call this podcast done, and we're gonna start a new broadcast. We're gonna start our first episode of the what should we call our D&D thing? We should call it like
should we make characters?
Yeah, you know what?
Let's
Let's actually start like an actual adventure. No.
Boy, go fuck yourself.
We'll call it blind D&D, because like I'm doing this story completely random. Like I didn't make a fucking story. Or you know what? Tonight we'll do a one-off. We'll do a one-off tonight. I'll create some other adventure, but I'll actually make an adventure for the podcast. I mean, for the broadcast. Like we're gonna make our own series of that because the podcast isn't gonna be taken out by D&D. But yeah. Anyway, before I leave, I will be talking quickly at the end of the podcast about what's going on with me. This week I'm very, very busy. I will be doing a lot of stuff because I am actually moving to Ottawa. Because I'm going to go back to school, because at this point in my life, I'm 20 years old, if you guys didn't know. I think I already talked about my age, I think last year. I said I was 19. But yeah, I'm 20, and I was working for a grocery store for a bit. It was a nice job, but I have personal issues I don't want to get into, so essentially that job didn't work out, and now I woke up one day and I was like, I don't want to fucking work in a grocery store for the rest of my life. I don't want to fucking flip burgers. So I'm going to go finish my school. And I know Matrix here, Julian, he might not want to. I don't know. It's what I've heard, and I think he wants it. But one day I want to move in with him, and I'm saying
for sure.
In 2 years, or whatever amount of years that he needs to take, I'm saying in 2 years my big goal is to be in a good job that pays me good, so I can be able to get any place I want with Julian. Like if he wants to go and rent an actual townhouse, then we can do that, or something. I want to be in a good job to do that, and I want to be in a good job so I can continue to do whatever the future has. Because I don't know if YouTube will still be around by then, because YouTube's kind of in the shitter right now. And like I said, this channel's never for money; it's just for fun. So I want to continue to be doing this, and I want to have enough money to continue doing that. So going back to school and figuring out where to go from there is probably the best bet, because I can either work for the government or I can do a trade, and that's what I was thinking of, because if Julian ever wanted to go to college for video gaming like he's still saying, the best one is in Vancouver. And if I were to go get a trade as an electrician or as something like that, I could travel. So I could go move to Vancouver with him and be able to do my job while he does school. So that's just my idea right now. So I'm going to be busy with that. Julian's going to be busy with his job. He's also going to New York soon at the end of the month.
Yes.
William is a guest. We can make William more frequent in these in episodes of things. Like he'll be in the D&D episode in a couple minutes. But I don't know if he'll always be there to do it. But we can always bring him into XnM Studios. Frankie, I don't know what's going on with Frankie. I'd like him to come back for like maybe a guest appearance. I don't think he wants to be part of the channel anymore, which is okay. But if he ever wants to make a guest appearance, we'll definitely bring him in for our podcast. Nick, I don't think Nick was ever in anything, was he? No, he wasn't.
Nope.
David, Mr. Sky the Holy Wolf, he also hasn't been in anything, but he wants to be a part of the project, so he'll be in a couple things. Yeah, go for it. We're ending the podcast anyway. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. If Julian wants to say anything before we leave, just as a little update.
Yeah, I'm working now, so I'm busy with that, and I don't know if I'm gonna be working on the weeks and shit on the summer, so we have so much shit planned and we're busy most of the time, so we're not gonna be uploading 24/7.
But when we can, we will.
Yeah, exactly. And I am planning to move in with Chris. I mean, it's been our dream since we're young. And the thing is, we did live together, but the thing is, we were living in a small area and the same room, and we didn't have our space, so it didn't really work well. But if I'm going to live with him with our own house, we're all going to have everything figured out and everything, so it's going to be fine. So yeah, I can't wait for that. But yeah, man, it's a lot of shit happening. It's life.
Yeah, life is interesting. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are watching on YouTube afterwards, thank you for the one viewer who was here. I don't know if you're still here, but that has been the end of the podcast. See you guys later.